Hey guys, I'm so glad to be back. I'm actually in Thailand right now. So before we get into today's review, I just want to say how my trip's been going. Sorry I haven't been uploading for almost 2 weeks now. Um, I've just been really busy, but I just got some downtime. I've been swimming. I've been on ocean safaris and looking for animals. And I've seen some monkeys, and I'm gonna see um, some elephants in a couple of days, and um, um, I'm also gonna go on a water slide in the middle of the ocean, which will be really fun. And I got to see capybaras. It's really nice here. If you guys haven't been to Thailand, I would strongly suggest it's worth it. It even if you're way in California like I am, way far away from Thailand. If you even if you live in California like I am, like I I do, it's definitely worth it. It's like 14 hours, but it's definitely worth it in my opinion. Um, it's definitely worth the 14 hours, but luckily I had a lot of movies downloaded and all that. But it's been great. It's been great. I've been eating a lot of durian too. I love durian. It's like one of my favorite foods. Um, but yeah, I've been having a great time. So yeah, let's get into today's review, which I think will be episode 6 of Gravity Falls season 2. We're making great progress. Again, sorry for I haven't uploaded in a long time. I know you guys were probably wondering where is Adrian and all that. But I've just been really busy, and I've been trying to enjoy Thailand. I haven't had too much time to upload, or very little actually, because I've been doing other things, fun activities. So last time we reviewed the season 2, episode 5, which was called Seuss and the Real Girl. This time we're going to be reviewing season 2, episode 6, which is called Little Gift Shops. Wait, hold on, something went wrong. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. It's called Little Gift Shop of Horror, which is pretty cool episode. I mean, it's not great. I mean, it's not one of my favorite episodes, but it's okay, I guess. Pretty good-ish. But yeah, let's get into the review later. This is season 2, episode 6. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Just a second, my computer's being a bit glitchy. I need to pull this one up. It's because Wi-Fi isn't very strong here. Alright. Alright, let's get started. So the episode begins with Stan welcoming a person shown from first-person view whose car broke down at night into the mystery shack, warning the traveler that he may be subject to tales designed to sell my merchandise. Stan explains that after hours, the mystery shack has its spookiest attractions for sale. He offers the person a disembodied hand, which is ridiculously expensive. To support this, he tells a story called Hands Off. So this is the first story. It's called Hands Off. Stan steals a fake gold watch from an old witch when he, Dipper, and Mabel visit the local swap meet. The witch curses Stan, and he wakes up without hands the next morning. At breakfast, the twins discover that Stan's hands are missing. A message from the witch plays on the watch, but Stan angrily interrupts it, also refusing to listen to Dipper's suggestion to simply return the watch. When his stumps make breakfast difficult, he asks Mabel to make him new hands, but those work poorly too. He can't catch eggs and stuff because he got all yolk all over because he had forks in his hands. Um, Dipper, Mabel, and Stan visit the witch's secret hideout and mountain cave, which they locate using a pamphlet from the swap meet. The cave is populated by disembodied hands that promptly attack them. The hand witch reveals herself. Stan returns the watch, but she claims the curse can only be broken by a kiss. Stan relents and kisses the witch's hand, but loses his nerve when the witch claims it was supposed to be a kiss on the lips. The witch confesses that the hand stealing is a ruse meant to get her a date, but the plan always ends in failure. And he also says, he's implying the middle finger is like a dirty joke. He says, "Can I have my hands back? I have a certain gesture I'd like to share with you," implying the middle finger. But that's left to the viewer's imagination. You don't actually see that this is a kid's show, but it's heavily implied that that's what he was referring to. Anyway, the witch confesses that the hand stealing is a ruse meant to get her a date, but that the plan always ends in failure. Mabel suggests a home makeover to attract potential dates instead, and the Pines, with help from the disembodied hands, remake the cave. The grateful witch returns Stan's hands to him. After Stan and the twins leave, a mountain climber turns up. The witch proceeds to flirt with him using a book Mabel gave her, and is apparently successful. And the witch is like, "Is that the space pants? Because your butt looks out of this mind." I don't know, something weird that Mabel made up, but you actually took it as a compliment. Or sorry, out of this world. The witch proceeds to flirt with him using a book Mabel gave her and is apparently successful. After the story, the person says that they don't want the hand, so Stan tosses it and the hand crawls away. Stan spots Waddles on the ground and offers to sell him, calling him a magic pig, and tells a story called Awakenings. That's the next story. Story 2, Awakenings. Dipper orders a new puzzle toy, the What the Heck Hedron, which promises to feature the person who solves it on its box. He finds it incredibly difficult, and Mabel suggests he might just not be smart enough to solve it. Affronted, I don't know what that means, Dipper locates the perceptrums, which Journal 3 says will increase brain power when ground up and smeared on the forehead overnight. Dipper does so, but soon after falling asleep, Waddles wakes up and eats the ground mushroom powder off of Dipper's forehead, along with the rest of the powder. The next morning, the twins wake up to see that Waddles has become a genius. He has built a vehicle with a device that allows him to talk, and has also solved Dipper's puzzle toy. Dipper eagerly welcomes the new Waddles, but Mabel is heartbroken as Waddles no longer wants to play with her, preferring to spend his time inventing. Dipper and Waddles work together to create inventions, eventually building the Smarticle Accelerator, which will let Waddles solve all the mysteries of the universe. Mabel is left on her own. Mabel asks Waddles to remember all the fun they used to have. Waddles realizes that there is no point in helping the world if he can't help his favorite person in the world. He then activates the Smarticle's Accelerator's reverse switch, reverting him to an ordinary pig and causing the device to collapse. Dipper is devastated, but Mabel says a hug from Waddles will cheer him up. Dipper hugs Waddles, and the pig regurgitates the What the Heck Hedron, which Dipper cheers him up more, but finds it a bit gross. Back in the shack, the person refuses Waddles as well. Stan replies by offering some spooky VHS movies and tells a story called Clay Day. Okay, story 3, Clay Day. Dipper, Mabel, Stan, and Seuss are watching a show called Believe in Yourself, which only Mabel likes. Stan puts in the voyages of Loincloth Quest. I don't know how to pronounce that. To Mabel's dismay, the film has claymation, which Mabel has a childhood fear of. She goes and hides in a laundry basket until Stan decides to take everyone to the house of the film's director, Harry Claymore, to prove claymation is harmless. Claymore's house is somewhat old, and Stan, Dipper, and Mabel Seuss discover that it is inhabited by a giant clay cyclops and the clay skeletons. They find Claymore tied up, and he explains that he used black magic to make the clay figures animate themselves. However, when computer animation was invented, the figures were out of a job, so they went crazy and turned on him. Claymore says that the clay monsters will turn them into clay monsters too, by covering them in clay. Having run off, Mabel wonders what to do. While fiddling with loose clay, she has an idea. She dives into the Cyclops to its belly button and remolds it into Shimmer Twinkleheart, a character from Believe in Yourself, which crushes the other clay figures while Mabel frees her family and Seuss. They initially assume that Mabel conquered her fear, but Mabel explains that she's twice as scared now, but now she knows it's a perfectly rational fear. Back at the shack, the gang watches another Loinclothicless movie, and Stan and the twins are glad no one got turned into clay. However, they discover that Seuss has mysteriously turned into clay, and Stan throws the VCR at his head to get rid of him, and I think kills him. At least the clay version of Seuss. But Seuss later appears in other episodes, so I don't think he actually dies. After that story, when the person still refuses to buy anything, Stan offers him a free sample of a delicious potion. When they drink it, he passes out. He later wakes up trapped in a glass box, now a mystery shack attraction dubbed the Cheapskate. During the end credits, he plays tic-tac-toe with Mabel, who keeps bending the rules to her advantage. And that was Little Gift Shop of Horrors, which I think was based on the musical uh, Little Shop of Horrors, which I actually, if I watch it at some point, I will review it, but I've never seen it actually, but it looks good. It looks interesting. I mean, I saw the play, but I've never actually seen the movie. Because even though it's a horror movie and I love horror movies, it's also a musical, which I hate. I definitely hate musicals. Um, but if I do get around to it at some point, which I might, it will be reviewed on this channel probably. So yeah, that was Little Gift Shop of Horrors. So I'd give this episode maybe like a 4 or a 3.5 out of 5. It was pretty goodish, but not the best episode. It was kind of definitely not as good as some of the others, like the finale, which will be reviewed on this channel eventually. I think in about 15 or 14 episodes. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time for the next episode, episode 7, which is called Society of the Blind Eye. So yeah, until then, I'm Adrian Aguilar Moore. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.